Hey there, everybody in the eventing world, and welcome back to my vlog with Qaiden AF. First qualifier of the season at Full Gallop Farm in Aiken, South Carolina. I was pretty excited heading into this competition. However, it didn't really go our way. The weather and the trip was a little bit much for him. He had ridden over with a mare, and so kind of was tense and really calling the entire time we were there. He is a young stallion, but generally he's got a great demeanor. He's quiet. He's easy to work with around other horses. He doesn't get studdish. But this weekend just was a little bit too much for him off the property. I've taken him other places before, obviously, in hand shows and schooling and whatnot, and he's ridden with mares and plenty of other horses before, but we've always had a full trailer. This time it was just him and my 5-year-old entry, and he seemed to get quite attached to her on the rig. He definitely came into the ring with a lot of presence. He was super forward, trying to pull me around the entire time. I took my time with him. The footing wasn't the best. I really tried to give him the best ride I possibly could with the minimal amount of training that he's had in a dressage arena. I try not to drill him with transitions up and down. For me, it's not really a point to do so. He's not going to do anything other than the qualifiers, maybe a couple beginner novices. And then before the championships in the fall, we'll go and maybe pop around a novice if he's ready for that. The trot work was pretty consistent. His frame could have been a little bit more relaxed and stretched over his top line, but I think he shows a lot of presence and what he's going to look like in the future as an upper level horse. His canter was powerful and uphill. Trying to keep him from slipping in the mud wasn't easy, but he definitely is sure footed and held his own in the dressage test. Heading on to the jumping phase, we weren't able to get video of his show jumping, but he was a little bit strong. I think I warmed him up a little bit too long. He kept flipping his head, which he never really does. He did pull the first rail on course and then kept just putting his head in the air and kind of attacking the show jumps. When we came to the cross country fences, he started to really settle in. I was able to just kind of relax the rein and ride forward. But for him, in a way, I don't know if these were just too little or it wasn't big enough atmosphere. He doesn't really get backed off of things, but he just, as you can see, was very forward to everything and saying, let me go, let me go. I think if the fences would have been a little bit larger and maybe a little bit more fill or whatnot, he probably would have been a little more backed off and respectful and showed a little bit more of the jumping ability that he has. All in all, I didn't know what to expect with him out of this. I know we've cross country schooled a whole bunch, but you never know when you get to a competition if they're going to, stop at fences and just say no. Um, I was able to take him for a hack around, which is really nice when you do the young horse shows, and that I think helps all of them. I really try to tell my other competitors to go out and just walk around and do what you can within the rules. So here you can see he was bravely forward. There was a lot of water that week. Um, he jumped absolutely everything perfectly in my eyes, even though maybe he didn't, really care about the height. But here is what I really liked, and that was the highlight, is his gallop. He's fast and forward and light on the ground. Thanks, everyone, for following along on my second vlog. Hopefully the next one will be a lot more exciting, and I will see you all soon.